want it?
Now!
Let's do that chant again, but rather than climate, let's do worker justice. What do we want?
Workers' justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
So I'm going to do a little very brief talk about how one way that we can possibly start working towards that. I'm going to talk a bit about something called deliberative democracy. You might have heard about this via Extinction Rebellion. They're really big on this thing called citizens' assemblies. Quite apt, we're in front of the Houses of Parliament to discuss this as well. So we understand that things aren't working properly now. System's broken, politics are broken, we're not doing the right things. And part of this is because we've got this sort of short-term mindset. Politicians know they've got a year or two before the next election, so they don't really care about massive disaster that's 10 years away. They just want to prioritise short-term gains. This is the same problem in the business sector. You've got business leaders, CEOs, they want to maximise share price, profit in the short term. They don't care about the 2030s because they'll have left. And this is an analysis we really need to think about as well. Politicians don't really know what people think. It's really difficult to get information about what people are really thinking and feeling. Everyone's concerned about the climate crisis, but politicians aren't acting, and neither are business leaders. And then finally, even if they could talk to them, there's not enough education. People don't understand the climate crisis and the various solutions well enough. It's difficult to work through these problems. They're complex, and the solutions are complex as well. So, citizens' assemblies, briefly, is a way of tackling this problem. It's a way of getting citizens in, representative group of citizens, to understand the problem. You get experts in to educate and inform them, and then you deliberate rather than argue. You discuss the issue and you come to consensus decisions. Now, this is a really great approach to innovate and supercharge our democracy, and we want to apply this to workers and to trade unions. So the idea is, particularly if we're talking about massive changes we need, big structural economic changes, workers are going to be really concerned about that. And this is a way of having them best understand the issues, the solutions, and actually be at the forefront and be at the table when having these discussions to ensure that when companies change things, they don't use it as another opportunity to weaken human rights, worker rights, and continue and perpetuate the current system. So that's what we're doing. We're pushing for deliberative democracy within trade unions, looking at workers within specific sectors to develop plans for their own sector and challenge the plans of business leaders.